Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sib and On Podcast, Season 2, Episode 9. I will say, first of all, we do apologize to all our fans. It's been a while since we brought some to you. It's been crazy busy between being
Exactly.
sick and all kinds of things happening. But we're back. And
Back.
we're back at a perfect time.
Yep.
Champions League is up and running, and we had some crazy games. Um, the Premier League is still going strong. Bayern Leverkusen at this point won the league because there's
Yep.
nothing else
You know
in
what
that
next
league
week?
going on. And then we got some new information about Hasib and his school soccer team. For you that don't know, Hasib's school soccer team started their season today. And we're gonna talk a little bit about that as well. Are you ready to go, my guy?
Yes.
Oh, you're not too excited about talking about your team today?
No, I'm so excited. Let's go. Continue.
All right. We'll break it down after. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, my man. So let's start with the Champions League. I don't
Mm.
know if you've had a chance. I know you were in school today, and you
Yep.
also had your first game of the season. I
Yes.
don't know if you've had a chance to watch the two absolutely insane games that happened today in the Champions League. Have you
Obviously,
had a chance?
I did watch them. I watched
Oh,
the highlights.
okay.
So, I have a basic knowledge of what happened.
Okay, so let's do this then. Let's start with Madrid and City.
Mm.
You give me what your breakdown is, and then I will do the same.
So, I watched these highlights and I'm watching the game. I'm like, huh? Okay. Man City clearly dominated possession and Real Madrid trying to go on the counterattack. What I noticed was that Man City, they didn't really, I feel like they weren't bad, but they weren't like amazing. They were just kind of all right, you know. Because if
Eh,
you look at the goals they scored, the goals weren't like I'm not trying to say like basic, but like
They
they
were
were
in
like
prime. They were in prime like last year, Man City type of
yeah,
goals.
they were all like for Bernardo Silva goal. I think it was kind of a mistake from the goalkeeper, but it was also very good quick thinking. Honestly,
Right, right.
the Foden goal that was a really good goal.
Mm.
Obvious, and then the Vardio goal. I don't even know how that went in, to be honest.
First of all, I did not recognize that Vardio could do what he's been doing the last. He's been balling and he's playing much more up than I expected. Doesn't he play center back for like his country? Wasn't it from like Croatia or something like that?
Yeah, good center back.
That what he's doing right now is incredible. Yeah, it's there's something about City this season that I don't think they are. Something about them isn't really doing it for me right now. I
Yeah,
feel like they are beatable. They look beatable. Um, but then again, Madrid is so good. I
yeah,
don't know if they wouldn't they would look good against any team anyway.
yeah.
So, but so what did you think of the scoreline 3-3 for a first leg?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it could have been. I'm not sure actually. I think 3-3 is fair, but I think personally, I feel like Real Madrid. I feel like Real Madrid like implemented their game plan better. If you know what I mean.
I agree. I
They
agree.
implemented their game plan better. So I feel like the counterattack was very effective.
I think there are very few teams in the world that can counter City the way Madrid can because of the speed Madrid has and the
Yeah,
talent.
but what I noticed was that Man City they were going 2-on-2 with
Mhm.
Vinicius and Rodrigo, and I'm
Explain
thinking
that. So for people that don't understand when you say they're going 2-on-2, what does that mean?
so they have two center backs
Uh huh.
back because when Man City play, they play with like some weird formation. I don't
It's a
know.
hybrid formation, yeah.
They're very, very, very hybrid formation, like a
Mhm.
2-1-5-3-1 something like that. So they
Okay.
do two at the back, right? Two center backs, Ruben Diaz and probably John Stones, because Guardiola was going forward. So it was probably John Stones. Or who was? Let me check. Let me who that it was. It was Akanji. Yeah, Akanji. And if you think about those two players, you wouldn't necessarily count them as quick.
I mean,
And
country's
he's not quick. He's decently fast, but he's not quick like Vinicius and Rodrigo.
okay. True. Okay, I can agree with that.
So realistically speaking, I don't think it would be a good idea having Rodrigo going one on one against Ruben Diaz. That's an absolutely horrible idea.
Absolutely,
And you see,
absolutely.
I think it was no for the second goal Real Madrid scored. Rodrigo completely burnt Akanji on the sideline. Completely
And
skinned him.
that's why I said there's very few teams that can do what Madrid did to City today,
It's
right?
crazy.
Um, for me, I think they improvised. Madrid improvised two things. They literally said, Antonio Rudiger, you just go ahead and assault Erling Haaland as
Yeah.
much as you can, and he did
I think
that
it was
job.
reported that in Rudiger's pocket there was a 6 or 5 men in there. That's what I've been heard. That's what I've heard.
Essentially. But I also felt like Madrid really used their wing to perfection.
Yes.
And the only thing I can, of course, I was watching the Arsenal game, so I was going back and forth. The only thing I could think about while watching that Madrid game is, and you want to add Mbappe to that lineup,
Hmm.
and I keep thinking about that. And it's just the amount of sheer F1 speed that is in that front.
So I'm not even sure how that would work, to be honest.
I go write it down. I can guarantee you. I think the odd man out in this that would be. I've heard some people saying Rodrigo might be up for sale to
Shoot,
make room
that's not
for
fair.
to make room for Mbappe. But either way, my goodness, that was a very enjoyable game. And to think it's first leg 3-3,
It's crazy.
which and and there's still another you
And
know
it's second legs in Manchester, so Man City have to go forward. Think about it.
yes.
They have to go forward.
And Madrid is going to
They're
try to go for the game.
gonna try and go for the game.
That makes for a
But see,
very
Real Madrid
interesting. That makes for a very interesting second leg in what next week?
next week, next Tuesday.
Oh, oh, next Tuesday. Oh, thank goodness I'm not working. All
Mm-hmm.
right, Arsenal Bayern.
I
Uh,
would like to
what,
say something real quick.
go ahead.
So, unfortunately for us Arsenal fans that have been watching Arsenal play Tottenham for the last
Hmm.
billion thousand
I
years,
mean, we knew
so there are some really things that are just guaranteed in life.
guaranteed in life.
That
It's
taxes,
taxes and
everything that's gonna score against Arsenal. Oh man,
it's not even. I think what upsets me about it is like I feel like the last couple of times they scored against Arsenal, they've been. I don't want to call it a penalty a cheap goal, but they've been all cheap goals.
they've all been cheap. They're always penalties too. If you look at like the last three North London derbies, they're all penalties, and I swear
Yeah,
it's always one of the center backs that gives them away.
yeah. And as soon as I don't know, that game was an odd game for me because I felt that Arteta made some tactical mistakes.
Hmm.
I anticipated unless there was something wrong, he would have started Tomiyasu.
Yeah,
Give that defense, that back line a little more solidity, right? But then he started Kivior, who absolutely got cooked.
it was terrible.
Listen, he was
Oh,
on skates from Leroy Sané was like, yum yum, time to eat.
he was cooking.
And
It was
then
horrible.
to make it worse in the second half, you did not bring in Tomiyasu.
Bring Zinchenko of all
You
people.
bring on Zinchenko. And
Zinchenko.
literally from the first kick,
Oh,
they passed the ball and Leroy Sané went right after Zinchenko. And I thought to myself, we're gonna get
mm-hmm.
and maybe I was expecting a little too much because we're playing Arsenal was playing at home and Bayern did not really have fans there. I was expecting some raucous, loud. It didn't give me that vibe.
Arsenal fans are very antsy.
Yeah, and I think once
Very antsy.
once Madrid tied the game, the
Mhm.
energy was sapped in
Mhm.
that stadium, and
See?
it never caught up.
It's wrong. Bayern
Yes,
Munich tied the game at the Emirates Stadium, sir.
I know. I know. So, what is your thoughts on that game, and what stood out to you the most?
No, so I have one very, very strong opinion. So at the very end of the game,
Uh huh.
like Bukayo Saka is through on goal and tried to take it past Neuer.
Okay.
This man decides to initiate some contact to draw a penalty. And now here I am thinking, well, I'm like, okay. So like I focus on the Saka going down. I'm like, okay. I'm not sure if it's a penalty because it looks like he initiates the contact, right? I
Uh-huh.
watched it back one time. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe Neuer drew it. I watched it again and I realized, so I feel like if Saka stays on his feet, there's a
That,
better chance of scoring.
I
So
think.
that's personally what I thought. Or if he passes to Declan Rice, who was by himself. Eric Dyer was on the other side of the moon. I have no idea what he's doing there. And Declan
So,
Rice by himself has literally the freedom of the the Pacific Ocean.
all right, calm down. So here's what I think. I don't think it was a dive. I also don't think it was a penalty. I think his momentum carried him into Neuer.
No. You have to watch it back.
I've watched it.
Literally, this man pushed his leg out like he pushed his leg out like that.
No, he.
Basically.
I mean,
Like he's supporting his body
it's
to run
okay.
into Neuer.
Let me explain it this way. It's like watching basketball and somebody trying to Euro step. Okay, it's like you take that wide step out exactly. So, and I think what he's trying to do is try to cut the ball back, and then he took that wide step out, and then he tried to kind of come back. And I think I want to give him the benefit of the doubt to say he understands the significance of that moment than to dive. I do not think it was a dive, but I also don't think it was a penalty. I know my initial thought when I first watched it, I was screaming my lungs, penalty! And then I watched it again, and then I watched it again,
It's not
and
a
then I
penalty.
watched it again.
None of the above. It's not even a foul, to be
And I
honest.
said, you know what? Yeah, the referee. You know what? Let me talk about it right quick. The referee sucked,
Mm,
but
opinion.
meaning I just feel like he let a lot of like the calls you would expect him to make, he didn't make, and then the calls he didn't need to make, he made. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I just felt like you know Saka got kicked around a little bit. That game had the tendency to go really ugly.
I see.
And I just felt like the referee, because Arsenal also had a handball in the box. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see
Gabriel
him.
had a mistake. Riot kicked the ball to him, and he touched it and repositioned it. That should have been a penalty.
You VAR didn't see it?
No, apparently the referee said he wasn't going to call it because he thought Gabriel was just trying to reset the ball, and it was a kid's mistake.
Oh, it's like Ryan passed it to him.
Yeah.
He picked the ball up.
Yep. So yeah.
No, wait, was it like a goal kick or something?
Well, Ryan already set the ball down.
No, but they do that all the time though.
When a goalie takes a ball and set it down and initiates the play, you cannot now hand the ball down again and then
No. So I remember they do this all the time. Like he passes it to him, Gabriel picks it up, puts it back on the ground, and passes it right. That's what happened.
essentially in a way, but that should
Yeah.
be illegal. Anyway, we got to I think Arsenal got away with it. I think a 2-2 also by
Wait,
the way.
okay, I'm watching this Saka thing again. I'm trying to see.
You're watching the game. You get close. You want to put your
No,
eyeglasses
this
glasses on.
no. Where are my glasses? I think my glasses are upstairs. No.
I
See,
don't think. I
as
think the
much as I
referee.
also this is a
It's
dive.
not a dive.
It's
It's
a
not.
dive.
I think it was just
They
a.
dive. It's a dive.
I said,
This is clearly a dive.
it's not a dive. It's
It's a
momentum.
dive. Oh my god! I'm gonna send you. Let me send you a screenshot right now.
I said I've watched it
He
from every.
left his leg out. I'm telling you,
Okay, I've watched it from every angle. Simmer down, buddy.
he
Simmer.
left his leg out.
Simmer down. Okay, even if he left his leg out. Okay, if leaving your leg out is it leaving your leg out a dive?
Yes, it's a dive.
All
That's
right,
literally initiating contact, which is equivalent to a dive.
all right. That's it. I'm not gonna. Clearly, you're still hot about it. You're still hot about
It's
it.
so frustrating because then Arsenal fans are gonna go over on Twitter, which Arsenal gets seen so much slander for. Like, oh my god, your fans are gonna go on Twitter and go start causing problems, right?
Let me know when you're done. I'll wait.
I'm almost done.
Okay. Let me know. I'll
Okay,
wait. I'll wait.
I have my phone right here. I'll take a picture of what I see here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Send a picture to you.
This is how you're doing your evidence and stuff. I have
Yep,
my phone right here.
yep. I'm sending. I said I've sent it to you now.
All right. All right. Let's
You
see.
left his leg out.
You sound upset.
You left his leg out.
Okay. I see it. I
You
see
left.
it.
Look, and I'm gonna record it too. I record like what, like the
Bro,
event.
bro, okay, no, I don't need. I don't need it.
You
I
know what?
watched it.
You know
I
what?
watched
Maybe we'll
it
put this on
live.
Instagram. I'll actually like this
Yes,
is
let's record it. We find the clip, screen record it, and we'll put it on the IG page, and we'll ask our fans if it was a dive or not. Okay, and then we'll go with whatever that is. Okay, you don't have
there's
to.
no way. Nah,
You
this is
don't,
actually a
okay,
dive.
okay. You're really upset about this right now.
I'm very frustrated about this.
The
I'll send
live.
you another video I found. Yep,
Don't
there it
send me
is.
any more videos. I watched the game live, buddy. No
Yep.
more videos.
All right. Well, I'll get you another video.
All right, let's
Already
let's
been sent.
let's simmer
So let's
down.
continue, right? Oh,
I have not seen.
Liverpool.
I have not seen you this hard about a call.
So Liverpool drew on a Sunday morning over here in obviously
Listen,
USA.
on that game where I would transition. By the way, that was a great segue. I will say that game, you could have painted me red and put the Red Devil helmet on me. I
Yeah.
was I was Man U all the way.
Yes, I was. Me too.
So
Yo, but tell me why this man, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, man. Oh
that
my
penalty,
God.
you were, yeah. I think you're gonna be dreaming about penalties for the next week or so.
Oh my. Like I understand. See, honestly, in his defense, I'm gonna actually defend him here. He's
It's
actually
indefensible. Don't do it.
he's
It's
extremely
indefensible.
good at spy tackling.
It's indefensible. You don't.
No, he's actually extremely good at
That
spy
was
tackling.
a rash challenge. That was. I watched the game live,
So
Sim,
did I, sir,
and I think
on NBC. Yep, that's all I
he
too.
could have just put his body in front instead of diving into that, and they would still be okay.
You know what? You know, we're gonna review this to VAR.
You better reduce the VAR. Okay, okay.
Yep,
But I did think it was a silly,
NBC Sports. Let's see,
nonsensical challenge,
see if we can find it here. Filled with low.
and I really wish Man United could have stole those points from. But you know what it is though. You know what it is. Sid?
Hmm?
As much as I was a fan of United, I cannot stand some United fans.
What do you mean?
Like, I have a couple friends that know, how much the game meant that game meant to Arsenal, and all I was hearing is, "You're welcome. We did this."
Well, you're
Shut
welcome.
up!
It's your own game.
Shut up! You could have won that game and
They
got
could have
over
won the game for
3 points.
themselves. But yeah, they
Exactly.
need the points more than we do.
Exactly. So they need to
What are they
Man U
talking about?
fans. They need to just sit down somewhere because nobody goes up and apart from, have you ever seen what a yo-yo is, right?
Oh yes.
Man U goes up and down more than a yo-yo. Okay, they
Man
need.
United. Wait, no, 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 no. Let's be honest. Man United, they're a yo-yo that gets tangled in the middle. So you know when the yo-yo gets tangled and
Yeah,
gets it just stays down,
it just stays there.
and
Yeah,
then they go spend 100 million thinking it's gonna fix it, right? And it happens again, and it's on repeat.
but let me spin it. Let me give mine some good light. One thing I do think they have a hidden gem, Rasmus Hoyland. If he can get a real coach that can implement the type of passing where you pass right down the middle, right, and those through balls, I think he can do a lot of damage. It's clear that Hoyland is good. It's clear that he's not getting the type of service. They need to go. Madrid needs to
Francis
go.
Brown has less service than like a brick wall.
Yeah, no,
Like
it's bad.
literally a brick house, he has less service than that. There's no service in a brick house, by the
There
way.
is no service, and I look at in the comparison. We're going to talk about them right after this. Bayern Leverkusen, they imply this 2-10 style, and
Yeah, like
and
two tens, like just floating around
and
everywhere.
it's just the service, the passing, the way Bayern Leverkusen plays. It's a beauty to watch. And I'm thinking to myself, if you put a guy like Rasmus Højlund
And
on
that team
that
will score a
team,
lot of goals.
here is gonna make
And he has to.
and compare it to a team like Mainoo, where what's the name of that guy that plays the defensive midfield for them?
Casemiro?
He's done. He's
No,
finished.
Casemiro got no legs. He has less legs than me, and I
He's
can't run.
absolutely finished. That man should be retired somewhere on the
He's too tired.
beach.
Actually, no, he's not gonna retire until he completely gets his bag. Once his contract expires, he's gone. They're
I,
not paying him way
man,
too much money.
hey man, I agree. If you're willing to sign me for an exorbitant amount of money and I'm trash and I go ahead and pay me my money and let me walk.
They can't take the money away from being not being good.
No, no, and
They
yeah,
can't.
they were running circles around that man.
For Casemiro.
He was
I'm
you
so
know what?
confused though because I feel like I don't know how we got away with it for so long at Real Madrid though.
Because Real Madrid always had a great team.
Yeah, I guess.
And Real Madrid can play with 2 10s. They can play with two, defensive midfielders. They cover for your mess,
Yeah.
and then
I
you
also
come.
Casemiro got away with a lot of yellow cards at Real Madrid.
Yeah, that's why he got a couple
He was
reds.
reds every other week.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
honestly think they're Man United is going to need a lot of Yeah, it's not good.
it's like Man United reminds me of like you're trying to make like sauce or something, but it's lacking flavor.
All
And you don't seasoning. It's not working.
right, all right. I said.
It's not working. It's not working.
I think people are gonna come after you for talking about me.
Give me $1 seasoning.
Anyway, all right, let's shift gears. Let's talk about them really quickly. The only undefeated team left in Europe.
Leverkusen.
And I tell you what, I certainly did not see this coming.
Absolutely nobody saw it coming.
And not only do they play an absolutely beautiful brand of soccer,
Yep.
they might run it back. They might actually. Florian Wright said he's not
But,
going anywhere, even though I
but
don't believe that. Xhaka said he's not going anywhere. The coach is not going
the
anywhere.
coach isn't going. That's crazy. The coach isn't going nowhere. It's a good thing for them.
But you know what? I think Xabi Alonso has kind of had the same track record where he doesn't rush to the next position.
No, but I think one thing is that I don't know if I would hire him though because you think it's a good thing that he hasn't lost yet. But
Mm-hmm.
since he hasn't lost yet, he doesn't know how. Like, it's not proven that he's able to help lead the team to bounce back from it. If you know what I mean.
And I know what you mean, but I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Like he hasn't
Give
even
me,
lost.
give me a coach that has not lost a game in the entire of Europe, than a coach that has lost one and
You
know
can't.
how to bring the team back.
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
With all due
Mm-hmm.
respect for his great achievements, he's coaching in the Bundesliga at the moment, which I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
With all due respect,
You can only play what's in front of you.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And so far, the juggernaut that's been in front of him, the Borussia Dortmunds and the Bayern
Borussia
Munich.
Dortmund's trash. They're trash. They're below Stuttgart right now.
I know. And you know what? I think what's going on in the Bundesliga, the German league, it mirrors what's going on in Premier League too, because
Yeah, a
there's
lot of
been a
like
lot of
teams are not like
shockers.
yeah.
Yes, there's been a lot of shockers. Even in Serie A and La Liga too. There's been like this football season has been really odd. The
Yeah.
teams you wouldn't expect to lose are losing. The teams you wouldn't expect to win are winning. And you
Yeah.
know what? As a soccer fan, I'm
2030, bro.
loving it. I
We just
have
need
no complaints.
no
I have
complaint.
no complaints. So anyway, I wish I pray that they can carry this undefeated streak the entire season.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be kind of
You know
cool.
what's crazy? That there's
What?
never been a German team that's ever done that before.
I know, and not just done that. And we can talk about the Invincibles having an undefeated season, but they had a lot of draws and a lot of
I think they had what 14 draws.
this 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 Dortmund this
Leverkusen.
Leverkusen team. They were just
They would have won
they,
on a lot of games.
I mean I think they've only had like 4 draws the entire season,
Yeah, they had 4 draws, 24 wins and 4 draws, no losses.
which
That's
is
a lot.
wild.
That's great.
So
Currently on 76 points.
I am rooting for them. I am hoping that they can do it. So and I think that'd make a great story. You go through an entire season. I don't care if you're playing pee wee or fifth grade basketball or eighth grade soccer. If you go undefeated in any season, I don't know. That's something that you can't really talk about. Um,
Actually, we won 3-1.
no, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no. Anyway, so we're gonna transition. We're gonna do a quick left. So to our viewers, listeners, friends, family, and everybody out in the world, if you do not know, Sid, while we were on our hiatus, Sid had a trial for his middle school eighth grade team, and essentially he made the team with a cast on his hand and all.
It's not here
Uh,
anymore.
it's gone now. And your boy picked number 5
All right.
because he was
I feel like Jude Bellingham. You know what I mean?
been bamboozled. He's been bamboozled by Jude Bellingham, so now he wears the number 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had their official first game of the season today.
Yep.
Well, that's it. Would you kind to explain to us how today went?
We lost 2-0, unfortunately.
Sorry, could you say that again? You lost
We
by how
lost
many?
2-0, unfortunately, we lost 2-0.
I said
Yes.
you lost 2, or what did you lose by?
Actually, it was 2.
I said
It was 2.
okay. There's evidence online.
Where?
Oh, don't make me post it.
Post what?
So let's talk about your game today, okay?
All
What was
right.
the final score?
Well, it's 4-0.
Y'all got whopped.
No, we didn't. We
You
didn't.
guys-
Win. It was one of them 4-0s where it's like wasn't bad.
I have never heard.
You haven't heard of a bad 4-0?
I have never heard of such a phrase of a bad 4-0 or a good 4-0. 4-0 is 4-0. Y'all
No, it's
got waxed. Y'all got waxed for 4.
okay. So realistically speaking,
Uh
one of the
huh.
goals was a goalie mistake. One of them was a goalie mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, what was the second one? What was the second goal? Second one was actually a good shot. It was like from like 30 yards out. So
Mm-hmm.
didn't do much about that. Third goal, okay. Third goal was probably our fault. We didn't cover the guy at the back post.
Mm-hmm.
And the fourth goal, what happened? The fourth goal.
That's a
Oh,
lot. There's a lot of goals to remember, so I understand.
no, I'm trying to remember like exactly
All
what
right.
happened
So
because I wasn't
so
looking.
so so break it down for us. What was your formations? Where did you play? Give the audience and our listeners some insight.
Some insight, right? So, first, realistically speaking, Uncle was giving me some mad stick. We were playing a 4-4-2, but actually, it's a very very flexible 4-4-2. So, when we have the ball, obviously, which, to be honest, honestly, we got pretty. We were bad, but it was very difficult to get out of our half. It was actually very very difficult. We didn't get past halfway all first half,
Oh
but
my
hey,
God, have mercy.
no, but like we were like defending, like we were like got penned in, so like we had like everybody was back, so we couldn't really get out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we were playing. So when we have the ball, when we did have the ball, we played a 3-1-4-2. So some Man City formation, basically. So
Okay.
then, yeah, and then we did all right. You know, we got forward. I feel like we just like I think the only thing that killed us today was like they were a lot faster than us. Like that's unfortunate. We got in behind a lot, but we're just they were significantly faster than us, so we couldn't score. And yeah,
And what position did you play today?
I played right back.
Did you? Are you a what type of right back are you? Are you like a Barnstorming going up the field right back, or you got to sit in tight with the line right back?
So realistically speaking, I would get up aside, but we could not get out of our half for like 30 minutes. So I couldn't really. I think the farthest I got upfield was it's like a football field.
Mm-hmm.
So the highest we got upfield was the 40, but
Yeah, that's midfield. That's essentially midfield. Yeah, yeah, ain't going nowhere. Y'all was sitting in the
the
back.
highest I got was the 40 on our side.
Yeah, wow. You was
No, that's
really,
not the 40 on our side.
yeah,
And I have to stay like because they were playing like pretty high,
yeah.
and their forwards were playing off the shoulder, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
we had to I just like stay back a little bit. But
Okay,
really, we got upfield a lot, but
yeah. All right. Well,
you
I'm,
did all. I feel like we can still do well. We just have to hope that the team we lost to loses a couple games and we have a better goal difference than them.
well, if they're beating you out 4-0, you are
It
four
was
goals.
like you got a very reasonable 4-0.
You got a very reasonable 4-0. All right. Well,
It was more like we lost 2-0, but
you guys are very reasonable 4-0 behind right now. So
we're gonna win our next game. Our next game is at Maid Creek. Yeah, Maid Creek.
okay. All right. Well, I will try my best to be at that game. We'll see how that
It's
goes.
on a Monday night. You know what I mean? Under the lights.
Ooh, Monday night game under the lights. Don't go
I hope it's
losing
under the
again.
lights.
All right. Anyway, that was cool, and I certainly wish you the very best for the rest of your season. I know you're a very competitive person, so
Yep.
you guys don't win, it's gonna bother you a lot. So, and I'm gonna laugh at you and bring it out here and talk about it too. So, anyway, last thing we're gonna talk about today. I wanted to take a moment to give flowers. Right, we're not gonna talk about mid-table mandem this week. We're gonna skip that for next week. We're gonna skip that for next week. So today, I wanted to give some flowers. I mean, if you want to do your mid table, I can indulge you, make you feel better. I mean, technically,
Right.
your own soccer team right now are like bottom table, So I don't know.
Technically
I
speaking,
don't really
the
want.
other teams in our division lost worse than us. I think one of them lost 6-0. So actually,
So you guys are mid table mandems.
we're basically mid-table.
All right.
There's like 6 teams in our division, so
All right. Well, anyway.
we're above the relegation zone at the moment. You know what I mean?
All right. You guys are relegation battlers.
Yep, and we're gonna survive.
All right. All right. So I
We're
wanted
gonna
to give. I wanted to give. I want to give flowers today, and you're gonna be surprised when I'm giving this flowers to. And I think what?
You give the flowers to Chelsea?
No, 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 no.
No.
They don't deserve. They don't deserve that kind of
What are
love.
you gonna give them to Man United?
You're on the right track. I'm
No.
not giving it to the entire team.
You give it to
I'm
Kobe
giving it
Mainoo.
to Kobe Mainoo. Yes,
So I appreciate that. Maybe Kobe. If Kobe Mainoo goes to us, that'll be the happiest guy alive.
he's not coming to Arsenal. Let's put it
I
that
hope
way.
so.
Um, I
You
I
win the lottery and
watched
give
I've
someone
watched
to buy
on
him.
the side a couple of the games lately, and I think the game he played this past weekend. Something about him in a team that's just chaotic.
Absolutely horrible.
With Fernandez, I don't think Fernandez deserves to be a captain. In a team where you're the person that's supposed to be leading the midfield is an old fat guy that can't run anymore, and your other person that's supposed to be in the midfield, your captain, is a whiny baby.
Mm.
This kid is putting in a master class.
You know what reminds me of?
What?
Reminds me of when Psycho. Man.
When
Reminds
Saka
me
was carrying
of when
on,
Psycho broke out. You remember?
yeah. And I know there's been a lot of this comparison, and I think it's complete disrespect to Saka and his game and what I don't want to do comparison. I just want to that goal he scored
Yes, on the turn, too.
on the turn and bent it into the top bins.
It wasn't even bending. It was so perfectly accurate. It
It
just
was,
went straight.
exactly that's what I'm saying. It was if he shot that ball 15 times, I don't know if he gets it in like that.
Maybe.
That was a perfect shot. And not only that, I know this goal is just a cherry on top of the cake, but I think just his play, his
He's really
confidence on
good.
the ball, and he's playing in a dysfunctional midfield,
Very, very dysfunctional.
and he's standing out. Now, we can make the argument maybe if he's in a better team, maybe he doesn't even get into the team,
Mm.
but you can't deny talent.
I think it's better that he's at Man United because Man United's kind of floundering right now.
Yeah, and he's getting the opportunity to play,
We're not
he's
putting into
getting
play.
experience. So
I see
I
him play more this season though.
yeah. No,
Like, he
I'm
got injured. He got injured at the beginning of the season, so he was supposed to play more before, but
how old is he again? 18, 19?
he's 18.
Jeez, he's gonna be so good. I just hope. My only concern with UK English fans
Yeah, he's
and
gonna end up being like Saka, and he's gonna get
they're gonna
they're gonna
overhype
injure.
him and then they're gonna drop him. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
hope, for the sake of everybody, for the sake of football lovers all around the world, I hope he continues to shine. As he's an absolute joy to watch. And this is me
actually,
giving
his
it.
birthday's in 10 days.
His birthday's so he turns 19 in 10 days.
Yep,
Well, happy birthday to him, April 19th.
yep.
All right, everybody. We have now reached the end of our
We should
pod
end our show.
today. That went by really quickly.
He did.
And
Very, very.
tomorrow we're gonna watch Barcelona PSG. And what else? What other teams are playing tomorrow? Let's see here.
Atletico Madrid is playing Borussia Dortmund.
Atletico Madrid, Dortmund, PSG, Barcelona. If today was any indication of what to expect tomorrow, I'm expecting some barnstorming fire,
Barcelona's been
crazy.
absolutely horrible recently. It's not,
Yeah, but
don't.
Atletico Madrid doesn't play that
They
offensive
don't
or
play that
like
offensive
game,
either.
so it might be a
Tomorrow's
boring.
gonna be very, very disappointing.
Well,
Extremely disappointing.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Mark my
that
words.
is it for us. Thank you for listening. Remember, you can get in contact with us on Instagram at SibNOngPod. We are on all your major podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon Radio. Again, please feel free to review, share, like, subscribe on our YouTube channel at Sib and
Aaron
Unk.
Punk.
Again, we do appreciate it. And I must say, the gorilla in the room, right? I am going on a sabbatical right now where I've decided to not shave or cut my hair at least until next month. At least,
But I gotta stay fresh, obviously.
bro. And there's nothing growing on the face. So
I know. No, I cut it off.
you cut what? The peach fuzz?
Yeah, yeah. It's progress is progress. There's no shame in my game, man. Come on.
There's no shaving a peach fuzz.
Everybody's coming up.
You kill me, man.
No, I'm not gonna have a.
Anyway,
I'm gonna be nicely clean shaved. You know what I mean?
you don't even know.
You know
You don't even know what a shaving stick is. Calm down.
I do.
What's a shaving stick?
It's like a blue stick, but
It's like a blue.
I know what it is. I have one.
It's okay. Hey, listen, your time will come. I promise you. I promise you. And for now, enjoy your peach fuzz. It ain't much there. It ain't
It's
much
going
there.
out.
I don't know why you're doing this. Nothing's growing there. There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
Other than
Anyway,
mustache.
for your pitch fuzz having Sib and myself, Unc, we do thank you for listening. Again,
On the ground.
subscribe on our YouTube
Yeah.
channel. Stop it. Like, review, share, give us 5 stars. And we'll try to keep it up next week. Coming back to you again for a quick reaction post Champions League pod. So again, we thank you all for joining us today. And we will see you all next week. Have a lovely one.
1, 2.